All right, let me check and see if we're going. It says we're live. All right, shalom, shalom. This is the brothers from the GMS North Carolina camp. All right, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Before we go any further, we let to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. Khan. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, for teaching us His truth according to the Bible and whom we will. All right. And it's another shalom order sincere Aki on start the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity. All right, 2020, man, the year of prophecy. All right. And it's time for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to repent to the Heavenly Father. Okay, we're gonna start like we always do. We got Judah, the so-called Negroes. All right, we got Benjamin, the so-called Jamaicans and West Indians. All right, we got Levi, the so-called Haitians. Simeon, the so-called Dominicanos. Ephraim, all right, I'm sorry, Slakia. Zebulon, the so-called Guatemanians, the Panamanians. Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, the so-called Cubanos. Gad, the so-called North American Indians. All right, Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. Naphtali, the so-called indigenous Indians of Argentina to Chile. Asher, the so-called indigenous Indians of Colombia to Uruguayans. And last but not least, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. If you see yourself on the sign, all right, according to the seed of your father, repent and turn back to the God of the Bible while you still have time, man. All right, come. Hey, the water, brother. So let's go ahead and get into prophecy, man, because the Lord told His men to what? Speak prophecy, which means to tell you before, and to the ears of His people. Whoever got it first, bring it out, Baba Shah.
Yeah, I got second Ezra's.
Bring it out.
This is a second Ezra 15:1.
Come.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
That's right. And the Lord is speaking to Ezra to speak prophecy into the ears of the children of Israel. And we're coming in that same spirit, that same like mind here at Great Millstone, man. You know, got guys out here saying ain't no prophecy, ain't nobody prophesied. But we've been prophesying, man. Okay? That's one of the things we're about here at Great Millstone. Start with our head apostles and elders on down, man. Is to tell you things before it happens according to the Bible. Right?
Yep.
And the Lord said, behold, look, speaking to the ears of His people. The Lord's people is the Israelites, man. Okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans is well written throughout the scriptures, man. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got quick precept. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10.
Yep.
And I fell at His feet to worship Him, and He said unto me, see thou do it not.
Yeah, this is John. Slack here, brother. This is John, right, on the Island of Patmos, okay, before an angel, right? Go ahead.
Yep. And I fell, Slakia. I'm gonna start from the top. Revelation 19:10. And I fell at His feet to worship Him, and He said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai.
Yeah, see, John was getting ready to worship the angel. The angel like, nah, bro, I'm a brethren just like you are. Don't worship me, right? Go ahead.
Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right. And we're coming in that same spirit, the testimony, right, of Yahushai is the what prophesied, man. And that's what we're doing. Got a definition real fast. Testimony is a noun. It says a formal, written, or spoken statement, especially one given in a court of law. Okay. And these words were inspired by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right, and we're coming with with their testimony, man, with their words to our people. Because keep reading as the scriptures are going to say. Read that part where it says, for the testimony of Yahushua.
Kind. This Revelation 19:10 at the bottom, and it reads, "Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy."
It's to prophesy, man. All right, which means to tell you something before it happens. Let's get that word real fast. Peace. All right, it says to predict, right? Forecast. We are the spiritual forecasters, right? You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, starting with apostles and elders, right? Great millstone. It says, that's pretty much it. Predict, forecast, a prediction. All right, it's a noun. And let's see here. Look, prophet, right? And that's what we're doing, man. Warning our people of what's coming down the pipeline. Part of that is Jacob's trouble, you know?
Can I say something?
Kind.
You know, the job of the prophets were to prophesy, you know? Which means to tell you something that's going to happen before it happens, you know? That's exactly what we're doing, you know? Because we're coming in the spirit of Yahushai, you know? These other guys, they're not coming in that spirit of Lord Yahushai, you know? Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why they're not prophesying, not warning the people.
That's right. And look, and it's funny you said that. Part of that definition of prophecy says a bleak prophecy of war and ruin. And that's what we're prophesying, of war and ruin, you know? Tells you that in Matthew's the 24th chapter, okay, in the book of Luke, right? Second Ezra 15 and 16 of things that's coming down the pipeline. Was that it on that, bro?
Yeah, I got 2 more precepts. Unless you want me to go back to Ezra's first.
Nah, bring your precept, bro.
God, this is Amos 3:8. The lion have roared, who will not fear? The Lord Yahweh have spoken, who can but prophesy?
That's right, man. Who can but prophesy, man? Who was that? That was
Amos.
That would, huh? Yeah, no, yeah, no, it's Amos. But nah, you good, bro. What problem was that? That didn't want to do the will. Jonah, right? And he went and got missing, you know. But the Lord made him prophesy. He couldn't help but prophesy, man. He couldn't go and do his own thing, you know. We're calling this.
Slocky, bro, you got it.
We're calling this thing to prophesy, man. That's it. Not come with our own agenda, because our agenda don't mean anything, man. Tells you Isaiah 8 and 20, speak according to this word. Because if you don't, there's no light in you. So we prophesy the words of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I got one more.
Con. Are you still holding the other one?
Yeah,
the one you just read?
Yeah,
read it one more time.
Amos 3:8. The lion have roared, who will not fear? The Lord Yahweh have spoken, who can but prophesy?
See, everybody supposed to be fearing right now because the words of Heavenly Father is roaring, man. You know, this word is going out, and yet no one's fearing, man. You know, and the only thing we could do is prophesy to you, man. The things is gonna happen before it happens. Either you're gonna hearken like the word says, or you're gonna hear, whether you forbear.
We good?
Yeah, you got it, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare.
Yeah, the former things have already came to pass, man. World War I, World War II, right? The children of Israel going into slavery, right? Esau being lifted up, okay, over everyone. 70 AD, right? Things of that nature. Those things have been prophesied already. And new things do we declare. What? World War III, right? The mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, a famine, destruction, death. Go ahead.
And it reads, Isaiah 42 and 9, before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Before they happen, right? Spiritual forecasters, before they happen, right? We tell you this before it happens. See, the Lord gives you a chance to get right with him, okay? Whether people believe the Lord is really fair, man. Especially with our people, man. He gives you time to repent and get right with him before these things come, man. Read the last part again, Baba Kasha.
Good. This is Isaiah 42:9, and it reads, "Before they spring forth, I tell you of them."
Yeah, so before these prophecies start popping off, the Lord tells you, man, through his men, right? He tells you through his men. Was Amos 3:7.
Mm-hmm.
Surely the Lord power would do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, right? Go ahead.
You said something, and then I'll go back to second Ezra. This is
Come.
Ezekiel 18:29. Yet saith the house of Israel, the way of the Lord is not equal. O house of Israel, are not my ways equal? Are not your ways unequal?
Yeah, that's right. The Lord's telling you, look, his ways are equal, but our ways are unequal, man. You know, man's not going to be equal with you. How about Shem Yahushua? It is, man. Whether you want to believe that or not, man.
Yep.
The Lord didn't have to give this man a chance of rulership, man. Okay? He didn't have to give anyone a chance of rulership. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
I wanted to say, like you said, the Lord's fair,
Yep.
The Lord has made it clear, if you turn back from your wickedness and you repent, then you have a chance of life and to live, But if you continue in your wickedness, you gotta die, Jake wants it both ways. They want to continue in their wickedness and live. No, that's not equal,
That's right.
That doesn't meet the terms of agreement that we made with Yahweh Shema Shai in the wilderness,
That's right. The Lord said all his ways were good.
Yep.
Somebody hold Sirach 39:16. Baba Kasha real fast. Sirach 39:16. See, all the ways of the Lord are good, man. Whoever got it first, bring it out, Baba Kasha.
It said Sirach 39:16.
Come.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 16.
Right.
All the works of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be shall be accomplished in due season.
That's right, man. So all the works of the heavenly, everything, whatever the Lord commands or does is good. It's in righteousness, man. Okay, he's fair, right? And whatsoever what he commanded shall be accomplished in due season. Let's talk about the prophecies, man, which what we're going into, man. And the Lord is speaking the prophecies through his men. All right. Once again, if you haven't gotten the memo, right, start off with our head apostles and elders here at GMS. Okay, that we was taught, and we're gonna teach it, right, to the people. We taking it and running with this truth, man. And that part of that truth is prophecy of the Bible, is that definite instructions coming for our people and to repent and get right, so you don't get caught up in these calamities that the Lord is bringing, right? That was it on that. Go back, Azar.
Back to back to Ezra's.
Con.
This is second Ezra's chapter 15. I'm sorry, at the top again. It reads, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord."
Yeah, that the Lord will put in their mouths, in our mouths, man. Let's get a precept on that. Get Ezekiel 38:17.
Good.
We haven't brought that one out in a while. The Lord has always spoken through his men. His men are the mouthpiece. Whoever got it first, bring it out. Ezekiel 38:17.
This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 17.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old times by my servants, the prophets of Israel, which
So there you
prophets,
have it. The Lord has always spoken by his servants, man, his prophets. And look, and the prophets are going to be of Israel, man. They're going to be Israelites. You know, you're not going to have some Edomite prophet. You're not going to have some Moabite prophet, right? That's able to break down these scriptures to you. No, man. It's going to be an Israelite. Go ahead, finish it out.
which prophesied in those days many years that I would bring thee against them.
That's it. That was the point. So go back, Azar.
Okay, I got a precept real quick.
Come.
The Lord says he's gonna put his words in our mouth. This is
Yep.
Jeremiah 1:9. Then the Lord, Yahweh Shai, put forth his hand and touched my mouth, and the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
You got it, bro. I mean, that's pretty plain. You got it, bro.
Later than that, the Lord put his words in our mouths. That's why we're able to speak on these things. That's why we're able to go out and teach our people. The Lord's given us an understanding. He's given us the knowledge of the scriptures.
That's right.
Back in Ezra's.
Come.
Second Ezra's 15, chapter 15, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Yeah, cause these words to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right? That's why going back, it brings out a lot. And Isaiah told you what, the 34th chapter, seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these will fail. The book of the Mormons will fail you, right? The book of the dead will fail you. The Quran will fail you. But the King James Bible will not fail you. As a matter of fact, somebody just get it real fast. Isaiah 34:16.
I got it. That's
Come.
This Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Yes, seek ye out of the book of the Lord, which is the King James Bible, 16:11, and read it. There's a reason why the Lord knows what's best for us, right? It tells you in Revelations, the first chapter, blessed is he that readeth, and they that understand the words of this prophecy, something to that effect.
Yep, for the time is at hand.
But everyone wants to be blessed, right? Well, it starts with reading your history book, man. It starts with reading the Bible, not no other false doctrine book. Okay? These words are faithful and true. Now people gonna learn that, man. They got to learn it the hard way. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. It says, and seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. Yeah,
no one of these shall fail. It's talking about the prophecies, man. All right, and we understand that, in full effect, because prophecy is being fulfilled each and every day. Here it is. The Lord says he's bringing a famine, and he's shutting down all these meat markets, right? Smithfield plants. 500 people contracted the coronavirus. Earthquakes in diverse places. Rumors of wars. You got World War III still in the midst being talked about, right? There you have it, man. Like the scriptures say, though it tarry, wait for it. It's coming.
Yep.
And you're only going to find that in the Bible, man. You got it, bro.
Remember sedition among men too. You had what was that, May 1st? You had those guys in downtown Raleigh, Edomites in full military gear. They look straight out of a Call of Duty game, walking around, arguing with the police, saying you swore oath to protect the Constitution. Are you gonna protect it? You're gonna allow us to stay here? Hey, those things are gonna happen too. Esau is gonna rise the Egyptian against the Egyptian.
Yep. That goes to show you a nation divided can't stand.
Yep.
That's how you know another thing that we're at the end of this man's rulership. Just like with Israel, you know, we was in a disagreement at once, and that will help destroy this. But not to digress, let's get back on the topic. What we holding?
Isaiah 34:16.
Yep. No one of these shall fail. Right? You can't make this this book up with any other book, man. Can't make this up with the Quran, man. Okay? This book stands alone, man.
Yep.
That's why going back to 2nd Ezra 15th chapter, it told us what? These words are faithful and true. Because look, like we read in Sirach, right? All the works of the Lord are exceedingly good, and whatsoever he commandeth, so shall it come to pass, something to that effect. See, the words of the Heavenly Father is gonna stand, man. Not the words of what's the guy's name again, man? Elijah Muhammad, right?
Yep.
Not the words of DJ Trump, right? Not the words of these elites, right? These banking families, right? But the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why the Lord told us. Was that in on that, Isaiah?
Just finishing it off.
Kind.
And it reads, "From my mouth it have commanded, in his spirit it have gathered them."
Yeah, that spirit, which is these words, Yahweh Shai is gathering them, man. Gathering who? The elect. So let's go back.
This is back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 3. "Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee."
Yeah, let not the imaginations, man, what people think about you, man. Right? It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. What did the Lord tell Jeremiah, right? Don't fear them. For I'm with you, roughly paraphrasing, because Jeremiah was just a little kid, right? He was young. And the Lord tells us the same thing, man. You may have young brothers in this truth, which you do, right? But don't fear. Don't worry about what people are going to say or think or even do to you, man. Psalms 34:17. The angel of the Lord encamp around about them that fear him, man. Right? It said, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. The incredulity, the non-believers, man. You shouldn't worry about if no one is listening to your videos. All right. You shouldn't worry about, no one's listening to me. Just preach the word, man. The non-believers, man. The ones that no one's believing in the word right now. I don't have anybody out here listening to me. Don't worry about that, man. You just go and preach the word. Go ahead.
Verse 4, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness."
Read verse 3 again, Slaki. I missed the point.
Oh, Slakia. This is 2nd Ezra 15:3. "Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee."
Yeah, because it made me think about it. I did miss a point on this. You have guys that say, no one's listening to you. You know what I'm saying? Why are you still preaching this? You don't have any followers. You know what I'm saying? Just people that don't believe in this word. Don't let that bother you, man. You have family members that don't believe in this word. Don't let that bother you, man. Well, I had before I came into this truth, I had two of my best friends that I was telling about this truth at the time. Now, when I told them, they didn't want to hearken to it. Now, what if I would have got discouraged just because they were non-believers? You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the non-believers, man. Verse 4 is going to tell you why not to worry about them. Go ahead, bro.
Give up. No one listen. Pack up and go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
See, there you go. All the unfaithful are going to die in their unfaithfulness, man. I mean, that's just what it is. You don't believe in these words, you're going to perish, man, according to the Bible, right? See, our people don't want to hear this, man. They want to hear smooth things, as the scriptures say. Somebody get Isaiah 30 and 10, Baba Gashah. Our people don't want to hear they're going to die for not believing in the scriptures.
Can I get some right quick, bro?
Mm-hmm.
This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3.
Beautiful.
For what if some did not believe?
That's right, man. So what? So what if some don't believe, man? You shouldn't be pulling your hair out or tossing and turning in your bed at night because some don't believe. Now, who gives a rat's butt, man? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4, the Most High forbid.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
Right. That's right. So just because people don't believe it's gonna stop, these prophecies from happening. It's gonna stop what Yahweh Shem Yahushua has already proclaimed. Okay, it's not gonna happen, man. Let the Most High be true and every man a liar. Right? What did Peter and other apostles say? We ought to obey the Most High rather than men. What the Most High says is gonna stand, man, not men. You see? Read it one more time, Baba Kashah.
Let me start at verse 4.
Read 3.
This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Uh-huh.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4.
Yeah, so just because they don't believe, look, you can get everyone, all right, to sign this, petition saying what is being said in the Bible is not going to happen. And everybody can sign it saying, yeah, it's not going to happen. Just because you think that and write it down don't mean it's going to happen. Okay? You can think, the Lord's not coming back. He's not going to destroy the wicked. The wicked's going to get a pass. And, the Lord's all about, forgiving everybody and loving. Are you out of your mind? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And it reads, verse 4, the Most High forbid.
Most High forbid. Go ahead.
Yea, let the Most High be true,
Mm-hmm.
but every man a liar.
That's right. Every man a liar. Look, going back to Isaiah 8 and 20. If they speak not according to this word, there's no light in them. That was it.
It's a little
Verse
more.
4. Yeah. Finish it out.
And it reads, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Yeah, man. And that's just what it is. We're justified, right, through these scriptures, because we're coming with the words of Heavenly Father. We're not coming with our own vain thoughts and opinions. We're coming with their word, their say so, man. So we're justified in our saying. We back it up with the scriptures. We back it up with the words of the Heavenly Father.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
That was it for verse 4.
Con. Isaiah, you want to go back to that second Ezra 15? Or did you have a precept?
I had a quick precept, and also I can't hear the brother Shawai. Let's make that known. I don't know if I should rejoin or if he should rejoin. But I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna join right back and see if it changes anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 28, verse 24.
Yep.
And some believe the things which were spoken.
The elect, right? That remnant. Go ahead.
And some believe not.
And some believe not, man. Going back to Romans 3:3. Going back to 2nd Ezra 15:4. The non-believers gonna have their reward, man. You know, some believe and some didn't. That's just what it is, man. You know, you sincere Akim and Akwaf just better pray that you're on the side of the ones that believe. You know?
I got one more.
Yeah.
This is St. John 3:36. He that believeth on the Son have everlasting life.
Mm-hmm. He that believeth on the Son, Lord Yahushua, is gonna have everlasting life, man.
And he that believeth not shall not see life. I'm sorry. And he that believeth not the Son shall not see life.
Yeah, and he that believeth not the Son, right, shall not have the life, man. They're not gonna have this word. Okay, the Lord's not gonna come back and deliver them. You know, someone has to be the 2/3, someone has to be the elect. You know, the elect is going to believe on the words of Heavenly Father. They're going to believe in everything He has said and has done. Unlike 2/3 who have forsaken Him in their past life, and they're coming back forsaking Him now, man.
A little bit more.
Yep.
But the wrath of the Most High abideth on him.
Yeah, the wrath of the Most High is going to abide on that man that don't believe in the Lord, man. You know, let me get a definition. Abide.
Okay. I'm gonna join and come right back.
Yeah. So it says abide. All right, the wrath of the Lord is going to abide in that man, right? It's a verb, it's the third person. It says, stick to. So the wrath of the Lord, all right, is going to stick to that man. He's not going to be able to get away from it, man. Just like you have, you know, you may have like a mouse trap or a rat trap, right? And that rat gets stuck onto the gluey substance that you have. It's not able to get away, right? It's going to stick to that surface trap that you have, man. You know, that's how the wrath of the Lord is going to stick to our people. They're not going to be able to get away from it. You know, the Lord's wrath is going to abide in them, man. Can you hear us now? Azak. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. If Shawai would talk, see if I can hear him.
Go ahead, Shawai.
Shalom, bro.
Hey, yeah, Shalom. I can hear brothers now.
Shamar.
I got no definition of abide.
Come, bring it out.
This is abide. It's a verb to bear patiently, tolerate, to endure without yielding, to wait for or wait.
Mm-hmm. The wrath of the Lord is going to wait for them, man. It's going to wait, man. For 2/3 of our people that don't want to believe in Him, it's going to be right there waiting at the door for them, man. When they think they're going to be receiving salvation, the wrath of the Lord is going to be right there at the front door for them, man. Looks like it tells you Amos, man. Was that Amos the 5th chapter? Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. You know, our people desire the day of the Lord, but yet they've been wicked, man. You know, so the wrath of the Lord is going to abide in them, man. It's going to take hold of them, man. And it's going to be them right there at the door. We finish that off. We back in 2nd Ezra, right?
Yep.
2nd Ezra, read 4 again. Read 4 one time, Baba Kashah.
2nd Ezra 15:4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's right. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness to the Lord, man. You know, 2/3, Zechariah 13:8 shall be cut off. You know, those are ones that are not going to believe in this truth. Go ahead.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Yeah, so the Lord said he's going to bring plagues upon the world, man. All right. I got plague, right? It's a noun, a contagious bacterial disease characterized by a fever, delirium, typical of the formation of buboes, the bubonic plague. It says, and sometimes infection of the lungs, pneumonia plague. And what is look? What is COVID-19? It say one of the effects affects your lungs, right?
Mm.
It says a contagious disease that spreads rapidly and kills many people. So that's what the Lord is bringing. He's bringing plagues, right? Go ahead.
And it continues on. The sword.
Look, the sword, man, which is any killing instrument. Look, remember in the beginning of that precept, the Lord said, "What? I will bring these things." Just so you know, when these things are happening, the Lord said He's bringing it, man. You know, it was a song back out in the day. Method Man, you know, he had a song called "I Came to Bring the Pain." Hardcore from the brain. Well, it's gonna be Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that's bringing this pain, bringing this famine, bringing this sword. Okay, and we, you know, Lord's will will jump down later on and in that chapter and get into the sedition of men. You know, invading one's houses, because that's what they're gonna have. They're gonna have a sword, man. They're gonna have a gun. You know, they're gonna have a machete, right? Look, a bat with nails all in it. Whatever Jake can get their hands on, or an ice pick. Ultimately, those ICBM missiles, man. Go ahead.
Okay. I got a quick precept back on what you were saying.
Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 45. I'm going to go straight to the point, verse 7.
Yep.
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
Hey, look, that's a cut right there to the Big Bang. You know, the Lord said He created light in the dark. It's not no Big Bang. You know, look, the Big Bang is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go ahead.
Yep. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Yeah, the Lord do all these things, man. Create peace, create evil, right? Those plagues are going to bring evil times upon our people. You know, look, as well as the world. But this ass kicking is mainly for, excuse my rude speech, is mainly for Jake, man. You wicked Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, that chose to be unfaithful to the God of the Bible, to your power. You know, these things come on the pipeline for you. Go ahead, bro.
Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine.
Look, famine, right? Like we brought out earlier, the Smithfield plant, man. All these plants shutting down. You got farmers being told to put their livestock down. Okay, destroy all their cattle. Okay, chickens, eggs, everything, man. You know, and that's ultimately coming from the shot caller is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, He's allowing these things to go down because He wants a famine to come. He spoke it, so therefore it has to come, man. You know, a famine is a lack of something, man. Look, you go into the grocery store, you walk down a certain aisle, there's nothing there. You know, you go to a a major grocery store chain, and look, you're not finding no Clorox, you're not finding no wipes, you barely finding tissue, and people are saying, people are so rude by buying up all the tissue and the wipes and Clorox, blah, blah. They're not making these things, no, they're not producing them, man. because the Lord wants you to have a lack of that, man. All these meats, right? These meat companies shutting down. It's gonna bring a lack of meat, which is gonna make your McDoubles go up higher, right? I don't know if a McDouble is a burger or whatever, but you know your Chick-fil-A sandwiches gonna shoot up through the roof, you know. What the minister of wellness say, that death shack, you know, that death shack, man. All the meats is gonna shoot up sky high, man, because of a famine, you know.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got 2 precepts.
Yep.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 verse it's like 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
The scripture said, many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And when you go into the word many, it's a pronoun adjective. It says a large number of, numerous, countless, innumerable. So you can't put a number on how many people are going to die from a famine, man. You know, you're gonna have fathers dying, mothers dying, right? You're gonna have babies dying, children dying. You know, everyone used to laugh when you saw those commercials on TV with Ham, you know, little babies starving, got their rib cages showing with flies on their face. Well, that's gonna be a reality for a lot of our people, you know? That's gonna become a reality for a lot of our people. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. And the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Yeah, so if you're fortunate enough to escape, somebody get Limitations 4 and 9.
Okay, I'm holding it,
I
but if
believe,
brothers they get it, they can get it.
yeah, one of you brothers get it. Um my mind just shot a blank, Salakia.
Let me
But
read it again.
yeah, read that last part, Barbara Shah.
Go. 2nd Ezra 16 and 22. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Mhm. Yeah, so if you're fortunate enough to escape the hunger, and that goes back in this Amos the 5th chapter, man.
Oh.
You know, well, you pretty much escape one situation and you end up in a worse situation, man. So if you escape the hunger, you may have some canned goods stored up. You may be a prepper. You may be one of those extreme couponers. You know, I know a brother seen that show, Extreme Couponing, where
Yeah.
people, you know, they get like, I don't know, like $500 worth of coupons. They spend like $2 or $3. You know, you got a bunch of stuff stored up. You able to have those things on deck, right? Well, the sword's gonna get you, man. You know, that 2nd Ezra 15 and 16 is gonna set in, man. You know, go ahead. Whoever got it, that Limitations 4, bring it out.
The Limitations. Yep,
Done.
it's Limitations chapter 4 verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Yeah, so those that are slain with the sword, once again, which is any killing instrument, mainly that gun, you know, you're better off dying by the sword than by the hunger. Because, you know, most times when you die by the sword, it's pretty quick, man. It may last a second, it may last, you know, maybe a minute or two, but it's pretty quick, man. You know, keep reading.
It reads on, for these pine away, stricken through for want of fruits of the field.
Yeah, because that body of yours constantly craves, man. All right, and when it can't get the food that it needs, it's gonna start eating away at itself, man. You know, you're gonna lose all type of strength. Your body's eating away from itself from the inside, right? I mean, just look at these survival shows, man. They show you after a day without eating, you know, people go crazy, right? They can't focus, you know, and they're ready just to give it up and go back to a normal life. Well, it's not gonna be a normal life for you people on that day, man. You're gonna be starving your ass off, and somebody gonna die from a famine, man. You're gonna wish you had a gun to blow your brains out in that day. And you start to see that famine happen now, man. Okay? No meat on the shelves. You people will be the meat soon come, man. You know? Hey, look, we've been through a famine before, right? Uh, uh, hey, look, when Joseph was in Egypt, right? Everyone had to come to him for corn. You know, they were selling houses, selling land just to eat, man. And it's gonna come back to that. People gonna be giving up their daughters, right? Sons, wives, whatever they have, man, just to eat and drink in that day. But the point is, you're better off dying by a sword than by a famine. Go ahead.
Back in back in
Who's
Second
reading?
Ezra or back in Lamentation?
Yep. Did you finish all the Limitations?
Gone.
Yeah.
All right. This is back in Second Ezra chapter 15, and I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna read verse 5 again from the top. Behold,
Yeah.
saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
That's right. So that's what the Lord's bringing. Death and destruction, man. The Lord told you in Matthew the 10th chapter, he come not to bring peace, but a sword. And this is prophecy. These things, some of these things are happening now, right? But the Lord coming back with a sword ain't happened yet. And that's what part of the message is telling our people to seek the Lord before these things happen. Because there is a such time, it's too late, right? Jump down to give me verse 11 and 12.
Gone. I got a quick precept.
Yep.
This is Second Ezra chapter 8 verse 50.
Yep.
For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
It said many great miseries shall befall them, right? Let's get that word miseries. I got it right here.
Yeah.
It says misery, a noun, a state of feeling of great distress or discomfort of mind or body. It's going to befall many that dwell where?
Gone. I'm gonna read it again.
Gone.
Second Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
See, this is going to happen to them that dwell in the world. The wicked ones. The wicked, the 2/3, man.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that's blowing cigarettes, smoking your face, right? The ones that walk around with their pants hanging off their ass, all right? The ones that's still worshiping these pagan idols and gods, knowing that the truth is out here. The ones that still rapping and tapping, right? Eating shrimp, committing adultery, right? misery, distress, discomfort of the mind. They're gonna go insane, and the membrane up here soon come. Look, or body. Some of the synonyms, it says unhappiness, and you see that going on now, right? Kids driving them crazy at home, you know, eating up all the Debbie cakes, right? I don't know if brother seen that video. Jake was going crazy. My kid asked me for one more little Debbie cake. I'm gonna send him through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Hardship, suffering. You know, you're going through a hardship, can't pay your bills, right? Waiting on that stimulus from Trump. You know, hey, look, the men of the Lord who need that money, they got it. They got it. You know, or look, there's somewhere not hurting. You know, it says anxiety, right? You know, worried when your next meal coming from. If you're gonna have to pack up and leave because eviction notice after eviction notice has been put on your door, right? That's the type of misery that's gonna befall our people, man. All because they chose not to believe in the words of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, that's why the Lord said, "Seek Him, man." You know, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. And just finishing it off, 2 Ezra 8:50, and it reads, "Because they have walked in great pride."
Because they walk in great pride, man. And that people are very prideful, man. They're taught to be prideful. When the scriptures tell you, pride is when one turns his heart away from his maker. Roughly paraphrasing, man. You know? See how people don't understand there's no such thing as free will. It tells you that in Proverbs, the 20th chapter. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So what the heck do you have to be proud about? I accomplished this. I accomplished that. Well, what the Lord required your soul before you accomplish that? You see? That pride, man. Going after the ways of the daddy Esau. Right? Go ahead.
Back in 2 Ezra 15 and 11.
Yep. 11 and 12.
2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof."
And this is modern day Egypt. Right? America, Rome, Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah. You name it. In the same way the Lord smited Egypt with the plagues that it brought, the pestilence that he brought, he's going to do the same way to America, man. You know? Just picking it apart. You know, just picking it apart. Right? Go ahead.
Yep, verse 12. "Egypt shall mourn."
And it's morning now, man. I want to get back to work. We're struggling. You know? The people can't survive. Mainly you Israelites, man. Go ahead.
Yep. "The foundation thereof the the foundation thereof shall be smitten with a plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it."
Which is ultimately the ICBM missiles, man. You know? It's going to go forth and destroy this place, man. For its pride, for its wickedness. See, people don't understand. All these major empires and nations, they all had a beginning and an end, and America is no different. And we're living in that time where this place is going to be taken out. We're living in a time where this place is going to be taken out. real fast. Get that in Job. The Lord set bounds that he cannot pass.
Job 14:5.
14:5, con. And somebody hold me Psalm 75:7.
You want that Job 14:5 first?
Yeah.
This is Job chapter 14, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
That's right, man. This place called America is not gonna get a hour, a minute, a second longer than what Yahweh Shem Yahushai has already ordained for them to to go up to, man. It's not gonna be no overtime for them, man. Right? There's not gonna be any. This place is gonna be taken out, man. And it's being taken out now. Bring that Psalm 75:7. And this is all prophecy, and we're living in the time of these things happening. Psalm 75:7. We'll bring it up first.
Psalms chapter 75, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Mm-hmm. And that's the time we're living in. A place called America. Esau, Edom's rulership, okay, being taken down, and the nation of Israel being set up, right? Starting with Lord Yahweh Shai, right? Okay, the 12, the 144,000, the elect men, women, and children. Go ahead.
You want verse 8?
Yeah, read verse 8.
All right. For this is Psalm 75 and 8. For in the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushai there is a cup, and the wine is
That's
red.
it. That was it. That was it. That was it. That was it. So go back. We're gonna read a couple more precepts in 2nd Ezra 15, and then I want to segue into something else. Baba Gashah. Read 2nd Ezra 16.
You want me to start at verse 16?
Yeah.
Yep. This is 2nd Ezra chapter. Can I start 15?
Yeah.
2nd Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, draweth close, man. Okay? And one people, race riots, right, shall stand up to fight against another due to what? The lack of resources. Bread, food, water, all right? Things you need to survive. People gonna be going you know, what's the term I'm looking for? They're gonna be going pretty much at each other's throats, man. You know? You go by these stores and you see lines of people waiting outside. Soon come, people gonna be fighting to get in and just take whatever they can, man. It's gonna get that bad out here, man. Look, with swords, with guns. Brother Azad just brought out earlier about the guys protesting downtown, with their guns, walking up the streets, and basically Esau gonna use it, man. That was his blessing. He gonna use it, man. Go ahead.
Yep. And it reads, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Yeah, sedition among men, man. You know, people are going to be rebelling. Can't even say the word. They're going to rebel, all right, against who? The authorities. They're going to rebel against the authorities, man. The higher ups, the cops, the police chief, the mayor, the governor, the president, right? Yeah, local community leaders, your Al Sharptons, your Jesse Jacksons, right? Go ahead.
Yep. They shall not regard their kings nor princes,
Mm-hmm.
and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Yeah, because no one's going to stop them, man. You know, they got to bring in a certain type of military force to stop the people, all right, from looting, race rioting in the streets. They got to bring a type of martial law that's going to stop these people from doing it, because the local police force is not going to do it. All right, the firefighters, the EMT, they're going to be trying to protect their families, their homes, their assets, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
If I may say, it said they're not going to
Yep.
regard their kings or princes, because a lot of people they're listening to. Some people are listening to Trump. Some people are listening to these governors. That's
Yep.
gonna be done away with in that day.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, it's starting to be done away with now. Going
That's
back,
right.
to that downtown Raleigh situation, they had their mask on. Just like they suggest that people wear masks. But their masks they had skulls on their mask.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like Ghost
Mm-hmm.
Recon or something.
Mm-hmm.
Showing that they weren't playing no games, and
Yeah.
their guns looked, you know what I mean. Like if you see
Look, high
their,
powered. They look
yeah,
high powered.
like you had to go to a special place and buy them things. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
buying those things from the local gun shop that sells you magnums and assault rifles. Those things were machine guns.
Mm-hmm.
Well, something crazy. But
Yeah.
verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
And look, and you see that happening now. You know, yeah, they're so-called lifting restrictions up, but it just seemed like it's just a test run, man. They see how people are gonna react, but soon come you're really not gonna be able to go into another city, man. And people going to be desiring. Why? Because that they're going to find out, hey, the next city over, man. They got this place, man. They got a spot where you can get food, or blah, this, that, and the third, the things that you need, and you're not gonna be able to go and get it, man. They're gonna have these highways, all right, road closures, and they're gonna shut everything down, man. And the only thing that you're gonna have to rely on is the God of the Bible, man. And that's what we're telling our people, to rely on the God of the Bible now before these things hit, man. Because these things gonna hit. These prophecies, look, man, Habakkuk 2 and 3 all day long. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 18,
Yep.
for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled,
Mm-hmm.
the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, the houses shall be destroyed, man. You know? You're gonna have guys kicking in doors, man, as the scripture's gonna say. You know? Matter of fact, I'll just let the scripture speak. Go ahead.
Yep. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
So let's get that definition. It says pity. It says a man should have no pity upon his neighbor. Look, been neighbors for over 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And that day, it says pity. It's a noun. It says the feeling of sorrow and compassion caused by the suffering and misfortunes of others. Right? You may have a neighbor rob his other neighbor, right? And the night before, the neighbor, you know, child probably died. you know, and the neighbor from his neighbor comes over and just robs him. Look, man, I just lost my child, but I don't give a damn. But look, my child gotta eat. You get what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be, man. No sorrow, no compassion, nothing in that day. Okay, it's gonna be survival of the fittest, and the ones that's gonna be surviving, and the ones that's gonna be the fittest is the hopeful elect. It says some of the synonyms: compassion, sympathy, um, emotion. There's not gonna be any emotion towards neighbors in that day, man. You know, no type of compassion at all. It's gonna be give me what you got, or you're gonna be pushing up flowers. You know, that's just what it's gonna be because of the pride of these people, man. You know, they thought that they can make it without the God of the Bible. Well, look, the Lord's gonna put you to test to that, man. You know. Go ahead, bro.
It was the scripture say, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, because iniquity, sin upon sin, shall abound. All right, the love of many, and it's waxing cold now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody giving you $1. Ain't nobody letting you borrow some sugar. You know what I'm saying? People are looking out for themselves, man. That's just prophecy, man. That's the times we're living in. That's the times we are in.
Yep, that's right.
Um,
I'm sorry.
no, go
Verse
ahead,
19,
bro.
verse 19 again.
Yeah,
Finish.
yeah. Finish 19. Is it anybody holding any other precepts?
Con. I had
Okay.
Habakkuk 2 and 3. He had called some things in Isaiah.
Okay. Okay. Once we get those precepts, I'm gonna pass it off to Azai.
Yeah. Second Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword
Mm-hmm.
and spoil their goods.
Yeah, spoil. That spoil is talking about robbing, taking, stealing their goods. You know, that's what that spoil is talking about. And they're gonna be able to do it because if you don't have a weapon, you don't have a gun, you don't have the protection of your Bashim Yahushai, first and foremost, you're gonna be through in that day. You know? And look, you may have it to where some guys run up in your crib, right? And you a servant, you a man of the Lord. Look, man, that dude might be somebody you knew in the world, man. You know, and the Lord could put a spirit on him that have compassion, and you be good. But no, we need to get him. You're like, nah, he good. We're gonna go next door and get them. And they go next door, and all you see is shots ringing off, people crying and screaming. Then next thing you know, they're fleeing off. You know? But people are gonna be destroying the houses with the sword, man. And only the elect is gonna be protected. Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. And the hopeful elect is fearing the Lord right now, man.
Go
ahead, bro.
Second Ezra 15:19. Because of the lack of and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, spoil their goods for the lack of bread and great tribulation. Let's get that definition real fast. Tribulation. It says a cause is a noun, a cause of great terrible trouble or suffering. Right? So the scripture said for lack of bread and great tribulation. Right? hardship, tragedy, blow. Oh man, you know, my business took a blow. They took a hit. You know what I'm saying? Jake's gonna be taking the hit out here in these streets, man. This is a setback, a problem, suffering, grief, pain, agony, anguish, woe, unhappiness. That's what's coming. That's what's coming, man. So that was it on that, right?
Yep.
All right, Shamar, bring me your precepts, the ones you had.
Yeah. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, the visions, the prophecies of the Bible was set for an appointed time. And we're starting to see now that time is now, right? You see earthquakes in diverse places. You see famine getting ready to hit America. It's been hitting certain parts of South America, Africa, throughout the four corners of the earth, right? You're hearing about the wars and rumors of wars, World War III, okay? All these things are happening. The pestilence, the diseases, all these things are happening, man, right? The vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end, that's how we know this is the end. End of what? Esau's rulership. It shall speak and not lie. And they're not lying, man. And when these prophecies speak, it should increase your faith more and more, knowing that we're, you know, a step closer to getting up out of this captivity. Go ahead.
Oh, that was it on that one.
Okay, you got another one, right?
Yeah. This is
Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 24. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts have sworn, saying, surely I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have proposed, so shall it stand.
Yeah, man. So pretty much that's just going into what Yahweh Shah says, his will is going to be done. Point blank, period, man. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing. Nothing anyone can do. Either you get down with the program of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the world he calls God and Jesus Christ, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, or just get ready to be mowed down, man. Get ready to be mowed down, man. You holding anything, Shawai? Was that Ishamar?
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
Yeah, Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10. Well, you want me to start at 9 or 8?
We read that already, didn't we?
We'll say
Isaiah
to the
30.
seers.
No. Drop that. Give me you know what? Bring it out. Bring it out, and then give me my last one be Second Ezra 16 and 49.
All right, where you want me to start at?
Isaiah 30 and 10.
All right, I'll go to 10. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10. Where say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah, man, because the seers are prophets. Okay, the prophets were once called seers. What do seers do? They see the future, right? And they didn't want the prophesied of what was to come, the right things. They wanted the lies. They wanted to hear the smooth things. Why you think our people up in these harlot houses and these churches, man? Because they preach good times, man. They preach prosperity. The Lord's coming back, you know, with love, peace, and blue magic hair grease. You know what I'm saying? That's what they think the Lord is all about. When the Lord ain't about that, man. You know? The Lord told his men to prophesy the truth, man. His words. And that's what we're doing. And if you don't like it, that's on you, man. We're not gonna prophesy smooth things. We're gonna give it to you raw and uncut. You know, just like when you have a vegetable, man. The best state of it is in its rawest form, as raw as possible. Once you start boiling it, you know, sauteing the nutrients out of it, okay, it's no good, man. It's better if you take it raw and uncut. And that's how we're giving it to you, man. Whether it hurts your feelings or not. Go ahead.
Verse 11, get you out of the way, turn aside of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
That's right, man. Get out of here. You know, vamos. Get you out of the way. We don't want to hear with your words anymore, man. Cause that God of yours to be quiet, to cease before us. What they say, you wrecking my ear with all that noise, all that really the truth. Because it's not smooth unto them. Hearing that people are going to die from a famine, it's not smooth to them. Hearing that people are going to die by the sword, it's not smooth to them. You know? And a lot of them, you know, are convicted in the spirit already, man. You know? Our people know they're wicked. So they don't want to hear the judgment of what's coming to the wicked. You know? It's a saying, man. And my brother used to say it, man. Damn, how does it go? Something along the lines of the truth won't hurt him. Something as long as he doesn't know about it. What he doesn't know won't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people think. If they don't know this truth, it's not going to hurt them. What is the opposite, man? You don't know this truth, it will hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But that was it on that.
Yeah, they said
Right, so,
it's only wrong if you get caught. That's what they used to say.
yeah, they say that too. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Not knowing the eyes of the Lord 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So somebody bring me that second Ezra 15 and 49, and then I'm gonna pass the torch on to yours.
This is second Ezra chapter 15, verse 49.
Mm-hmm.
I will send plagues upon thee,
Mm-hmm.
widowhood, poverty.
Hey, look, widowhood, man. You know, when that World War III really kicks off and they're drafting, okay, you Jakes into the military, right? All you people, it's gonna leave what? Widows at home. Because the ones that go over there, they ain't coming back, man. They're gonna be fertilizer for the soil over there in the Middle East. You know? I remember back here when they had that scare of you know, that draft coming back, which it is going to come back. We, you know, through the spirit, we believe it's going to come back. And you know, they was telling guys to you know, make you know, funeral arrangements, you know, because they might not be coming back. And that's what's gonna happen, man. You know? Scripture said poverty, right? A lot of people being brought down now to poverty, man. You know, all the proud, the ones who had these government jobs and things of that nature, the ones that are out of a job now, who lost their homes due to this whole COVID-19, they're living in poverty, man. Go ahead.
And it reads, verse 49, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword.
There go them two
and
words
pestilence.
again. Look, there go them three words again: famine, sword, and pestilence. That's what the Heavenly Father is bringing, you know. But yeah, look, our people want to hear smooth things. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the truth. Well, we're the spiritual forecasters. All right. The weatherman tells you it's gonna rain. What you gonna get? You gonna get your rain boots, okay? You gonna get your umbrella. You gonna get your rain jacket. You gonna prepare yourself. But here we're telling our people that prophecy, okay, 2020, a year of prophecy, right? Dean by head apostle, that these things are coming down the pipeline, and Jacob's not preparing themselves. Okay, seek the Lord to prepare yourself for these things, man, before they hit. Finish it out, bro.
And it finishes out, to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
Yeah, to waste the houses with death and destruction, right? Or destruction and death. Yeah, I had it backwards. To waste the houses with destruction and death, and that's what's going to happen, man, according to the Bible, man. We opened up earlier with 2 Ezra 15. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, and this is the prophecy that we're telling you about. You know. So with that, you know, you have a shot and pass the torch on to the next brother. Shalom.
John, can you get Ezekiel 7:25 over show? You know, we're coming in those times. We're in those times. Someone go Jeremiah 30:7 you know. Just kind of roll in the spirit of prophecy, you know, continue to tell our people the things that's going to come upon the earth. Because the majority of our people, they're not going to listen. They're not going to believe. So this is their penalty. This is their, you know, this is their reward for not believing in Yahweh Shema Shai and taking heed to his words. Clear got it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. Destruction coming.
See, peace is not coming. Things are not going to get better. You know, in America, everybody thinks, all right, cool. You know, we have this 30 days of, you know, kind of solid, making ourselves, you know, away from society. You know, being in the house. You know, now things are going to go back to normal. They're going to open up beaches, and we're going to start partying, having house parties again. No, those things are not coming. What's coming is destruction. You know, read it again from the top.
I got a quick precept for you.
You got it.
This 1 Thessalonians 5:3.
Mm-hmm.
I started 2. I started 1.
Good.
It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, we have no need that I write unto you.
See,
for yourselves.
I'm sorry. See, the brethren, the brothers in the faith, you know, we're watching, you know, we're measuring the time diligently in itself, you know, we're measuring times, you know, the prophecies that are written in the scripture, we're watching and praying, and we see that the end of all things is at hand, you know, we know peace is not coming. We know peace and safety is not coming. Why? Because the Lord told us on his, before he'll make his second return, that death and destruction would be on the rise. The upwards of the people, that these famines would be going on. You know? You got it.
Yep. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2, it says, but yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So it's going to come as a thief in the night. Why? Because a lot of these people, you know, you talk to them, you know, after this COVID-19 thing goes down, you know, I can't wait to go back to school so I can become this and that. You know, a lot of these people are not watching. You know, they're not preparing themselves for when that thief, being Lord Yahushua, shall come back and make his second return. So it's going to catch a lot of these people off guard. You know, they're going to be unaware. And they are unaware of the times that are coming. You know, only people who really know, that are in the know, you know, are those who are given diligence to make their calling and election sure, you know? Because knowing these things are coming to pass, we're doing everything we can to get back in the good gracious of Yahweh Shema Shai, so his wrath does not fall upon us.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Yep, you made a good point, because it tells you in Baruch, was it the 4th chapter? For is our mind to go astray, that we seek the Heavenly Father 10 times more? Just adding on. Verse
Yep, that's
3.
right.
Verse 3, it says, 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Yeah, who's saying peace and safety? You know, your government officials, you know, maybe it be your church pastor. You even got the president, Donald Trump, DJ Trump, the king of Babylon, saying we're not going to let the prophets of doom trouble us. You know, that we're gonna fight towards peace. You know, but peace and safety, you know, that's what a lot of people are saying. You know, oh, we just gotta get past this coronavirus, and then you know things are gonna get better. Things are gonna go back to normal. But when they say these things, sudden destruction is gonna come, and we see that the economy of America isn't doing so swell. You know, it's not doing all that good. You know, like the brother was going to earlier, these meat these you know, a lot of these meat companies, the meat is going to skyrocket once people get back on the road driving. You know, let's say this COVID-19 thing does go you know, they start reopening things. Now the prices, there's going to be inflation. You know, the prices are going to be high for things that people are already broke because they haven't been working these last couple of months. You know, rent's going to be raised. The cost of water, milk, and gasoline is going to be outrageous. It's going to be so outrageous these people aren't going to be able to afford to drive to work. You know. Go ahead. Read it from the read the travail upon a woman with child.
Yep. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Hey, it says sudden destruction. If brothers want to hold Sirach 5 and 7, you know, it's a for sudden destruction. It's gonna happen suddenly. You know, when they least expect it, because you know America is walking in great pride. They don't think anything's ever going to happen to their kingdom. So that
Mm-hmm.
sudden destruction is going to come upon them as travail upon the woman child. You know, woman's giving that birth. You know, she's catching all types of hell. You know, she's screaming. You know, and you know, crying. You know, brothers who have been there in the emergency room with their woman giving birth, it's not nothing to joke around with. You know, and there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing that can stop that pain either. You know, hey, until that woman gives birth. You know, and by then, America is going to be destroyed in the kingdom of heaven. America is going to be destroyed by 200 million ICBM nuclear missiles in the kingdom of heaven, starting with Lord Yahushua and the 12 reigning on the earth, you know, and the rest of the 144 is going to be established.
Con, I got the definition of sudden. Do you want it now or you want it later?
Con, you can go ahead and get it now, it's the spirit.
Con, it says sudden is an adjective. It says occurring or done quickly and unexpectedly or without warning.
Yes, so this when this deal goes down, things are going to happen fast. You see, you know, how quick once there ain't no food on the grocery stores. You know, they show you in that movie Contagious, you know, when they were handing out rations, people said, F the rations. What they do, they raided the truck, you
Uh-huh.
know. And don't think these people don't got weapons. They might go gun blazing with their militia groups, you
Uh-huh.
know, to steal all the food. Or you have these doomsday preppers, you know. You have some doomsday preppers. What are they prepping? Only thing they're really prepping is guns and military equipment because their plan is to go and steal food from other people that have it. You know?
Uh-huh.
Any more definitions, bro?
Con. It says unanticipated. You know, we anticipate. You're watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
You're waiting for
Unanticipated. Yeah, unanticipated.
it. Exactly.
It's, oh,
If I may say, a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
these. I'm sorry, bro. A lot of
No,
these
no, no. You're
people.
good. I'm sorry. I was mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay. A lot of these people are anticipating that what America is going to go back to normal. you know, that their jobs are gonna open up, you know, and that things are just gonna go on as if, you know, this coronavirus never happened, you know, as if, you know, the economy is not going to collapse, you know. So unanticipated, this collapse, you know, is really, you know, this cannibalism being, you know, a thing in America. These things are the last things on these Babylonians' minds, especially 2/3 of our own people. You got any more than that?
Yeah, it says swift, instant, rapid, quick,
And
abrupt.
look, it says swift, instant, in a moment, in a moment in time, one day, in one pretty much in one day, America's life of America is gonna pretty much drastically change. You know,
Yeah.
wait, the dollar crash. You know, people there's not gonna be any food on the grocers. The trucks are gonna stop coming in. The military is gonna be enforced. You know, of course, you know, so-called white man deals with gradualism. You see, he got people inside for 30 days. They say if you do anything for 30 days, it becomes a habit. You know. So for some people, they're gonna think it's gonna be a norm for them. You know, COVID-19. I'm just gonna keep order my food. You know, just have them bring it to my door. You know, I don't really feel like going out. You know, but you have some people bucking against these things. You know, so there's a lot of, you know, a lot of people are thinking a lot of different things in America. You know, but at the end all be all, death instruction is gonna come upon these people, and only the hopeful elect are gonna be protected in that day.
Mm-hmm. That was it, bro.
Yeah. Let's finish out Ezekiel 7 and 25, and then we get that Sirach 5 and 7.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
Yeah, because there's no peace, saith my power to the wicked. You know, these people are wicked. So now the time for their peace is over. You know, the time of them dwelling carelessly. Here it is, America is going to have a great famine. Why? Because they live so delicately. You know, they throw away all these brothers who work in a restaurant job. They throw away tons of food at the end of the night. You know, just toss it in the trash can, throwing it away. You know, hey, the Lord's gonna humble these Americans. You want to say something, bro?
Yeah, you made a good point because these farmers, they're being told to pretty much get rid of all their meat, their cattle, their eggs, and everything. But here it is: if this man wasn't wicked, he could give that to the homeless, to the children who don't eat, man. You know what I'm saying? That just shows you this dude is the devil, man. Sleazy E is nothing but a devil, man.
I know, right? Just throw away the food. You know, don't give it away for free. No, no, no. Don't do that. Throw it away. You know, it's crazy. Get the Rock 5 and 7 ball for Sean.
All right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarry to turn to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Yeah,
And
make no tarry to turn to Yahweh Shema Shai. Don't wait to turn to the Lord, because these things can happen in a moment, in an instant. You know, it only look. Hey, and that's why you have to prepare your mind for when these things, for when this deal does go down. You know, so don't wait to turn to the Lord. Go ahead, bro.
put not off from day to day. For
Yes. What are you
sudden,
waiting? I'm sorry. Slow down a little bit, bro. What are you waiting for? You know, why are you putting the Lord off from day to day? You see, if you're watching, you know, you see that your enemy, hey, he has an agenda. You know, look how these other Edomites are acting. You know, they must know something. You know, they're over here bringing their military. They see that their freedom is under attack. You know, their so-called freedom here in America. You know, and the so-called white man, you know, is about to come down with a great sword because he know if they have but a little time. He's seeing chariot sightings, you know, huge chariots flying towards the earth, just in all these other signs in the heavens, un earthquakes, diverse places, you know. He sees the elected nation of Israel. You see more people watching the videos, because the only thing this devil don't know how many people are actually watching the videos. You see tons of people waking up, inquiring about the truth. This so-called white man knows that he has but a short time, so he's about to come down and try to execute his plans. Which is to eradicate the children of Israel from off the face of the earth. So don't be putting the Lord off from day to day. Go ahead, bro.
For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh Yahushai come forth.
Yeah, and like we read, suddenly in a moment, when something happens anticipated, that wrath of the Lord is going to come forth. Like we read earlier, we read abide, it's going to the wrath of the Lord, is patiently waiting to be poured upon the wicked of Israel, and you don't want to be partakers in the judgment that Yahweh Shema Shai is bringing to this world, a famine have, go a week without food, let's see if you want to deal with the food then, if you want to deal with the Lord's anger then, you know, go stick your hand in the oven, turn it on broiled, and touch the pipes in the oven. See if you want to face that nuclear fire. If you can't withstand those things, you're not gonna want to withstand the wrath that the Lord is bringing. Rick, I want to say something.
Hey, look, touch that red part, right? As soon as it turns bright orange red, yeah, go touch that part. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? That's serious, touch the thing. I accidentally turned on the oven real quick, and that's a piece of plastic from when I was cooking fell, and accidentally touched that thing. I just turned the oven on too, I was like, never again will I reach down there, It was serious. Read up a little bit, Shamar, where it says the wrath of the Lord.
Gone. All right. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth,
Mm-hmm.
and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
Yep. It said, in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Because a lot of our people, you know, what Esau is doing, he's having a lot of these people trusting the government more and more by giving them checks, by, allowing more of their unemployment to go in, So our people are feeling pretty secure, some of these, because really, Jake, what do? They work these service industry jobs, So some of our people haven't lost their jobs, They're still working at their fast food restaurants. They're still, on these construction sites because, for whatever reason, a lot of these construction sites are still open. But, so some Jakes aren't really feeling it. Some Jakes are still working, and in that security, the Lord's going to catch them trusting in the so-called white man, and they're going to be destroyed for it. You got to about.
Yeah, they of course Esau's still gonna build, as it tells you in Malachi. But the Lord said what? He shall throw down. You know?
That's right. That's right. You got it, brother Shmar.
Okay. And perish in the day of vengeance.
Hey, and the day of vengeance is coming fastly upon the earth, The time when the Lord is going to judge the world for their wickedness, that day is coming, The Lord is going to avenge, his elect, all those that fall against Jerusalem, That's 2/3 of our own people and these heathen nations. He's going to smite them with that plague, which is ICBM nuclear missiles. And you don't want to be perished in that. You don't want to have to face that. If you have any sense, scriptures say, what a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. Where are you supposed to hide yourself? In these words, in the promises of Yahweh Shema Shai in these scriptures. You got it, brother.
Got a precept. It's a Psalms.
Was that it, Shamar? Was that it on
Con.
Sirach?
Yeah.
Okay, Con. You got it, bro.
Done. This is Psalms 37 and 1, it says, then I'm going to jump down to 9. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall
Yep.
be cut.
If I may say,
Yeah.
that word fret means to worry, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Fret not thyself because the workers of iniquity, you know? And we see some Jakes, they prosper, and some brothers have lost their jobs, they might be depending a little bit more on other brothers to help them out, Hey, we don't care if Jake working, at the end of the day, we're not worried about that. They're gonna be destroyed at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bro. If you
Yep.
would read it from the top.
Yeah. This is Psalms 37 and 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for
Hey,
they.
I'm sorry, he said don't be envious of them,
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about what they got, don't desire those things. The things that our people have, that's their consolation, you know? That's their reward. That's what they get, on this side, and it's only for a moment. But Lord's only part of the elect. What the elect are gonna get, is the kingdom of heaven, something that's eternal.
Yeah, the scriptures tell you that in Matthew the 16th chapter. Those that lose their life shall gain, and those that gain their life shall lose it.
Yep, that's right.
It says, verse 2, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Now
Yep.
I'm gonna jump. Go ahead.
I may say, just like, you take that lawnmower to the grass and it cuts it down, that's gonna be Jake. No more. They're not gonna stand a chance in the day of judgment.
Right.
You got it, bro.
Verse 9. It says, for the evildoer shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
Hey, that's beautiful. Evildoers shall be cut off. And who are the evildoers? The wicked Jakes. Those who are constantly committing iniquity. Sin upon sin, sleeping with the next man's woman, getting tattoos, smoking cigarettes. Committing adultery, eating all these abominable foods. Because look, when they pass out these rations, it might be pork, sausage sandwiches. Come get your rations. It got all types of abominable foods in it. Hey, our people for trusting in that, trusting in the so-called white man, they're going to be destroyed. But they that wait, if you wait on the Lord, that means what you believe on him. You believe that his words are faithful and true, and that he's going to lift you up in due time. That he's going to exalt the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. Read the last part of that scripture again. They that wait on the Lord shall do what?
This is Psalms 37 and 9. It says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
Exactly. They that wait on Yahweh Shema Shai, they're going to inherit the earth. Hey, they're going to get all things, because that's the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord wants you to patiently wait for him, and while you're waiting, like it tells you, if you will get 1 Timothy 4 and 12 and read on down, we'll get into that a little bit, There's certain things the Lord wants our people to do, At least the believers, I shall say, because a majority of our people, they're not doing the things which he wants them to do. Whoever got it, 1 Timothy's.
Said First Timothy's. Oh, go ahead.
Whoever got it. You can start at 12 and just read down. Just read 1 Timothy 4 and 13.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Till I come, give attendance to reading.
Yep. So what? You're gonna give attendance to reading. Why? So you can know what's going on. You know, you're gonna be reading the accounts in the scriptures. You know, building up your faith. These are things that Israel should be doing. They should be reading. You know, the Holy Scriptures, the Bible. You know, if you don't understand something, you know, go to a brother's page. You know, click on the video and get the proper understanding. Go ahead, bro.
In verse 13, till I come, give attendance to reading,
Mm-hmm.
to exhortation,
Yep.
to doctrine.
Yeah, to exhortation to doctrine. You know, so you should be all intent. You know, your focus should be on these scriptures. You know, doctrine, the way of life, how you should be living your life in these last days, fearing the Lord, trusting in Him, having faith. You know, brothers not holy and priests. I'm thinking Isaiah 33:6. You know, because our people, they need to get this understanding and this knowledge first. That should be their main priority. Someone get Proverbs 4:7. You know, because the Lord is going to protect them that have this truth. Brothers can get Wisdom of Solomon 3. I believe it's 8 or 9. They that understand they that trust in the Lord shall understand the truth. You know, you can get the Isaiah 33:6 verse, Papa Shaw.
That was it in First Timothy.
John, yeah, that's all I wanted, that verse, you know, to give attendance to reading, you know, because, you know, majority of people, we have all this leisure time, we have all this time now, they need to be reading, you know, building up their faith, you know, and getting this knowledge.
You go for Proverbs. You say you want Isaiah first?
Yeah, Papa Shaw, Isaiah 33:6.
Oh. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yeah, and this knowledge and this wisdom, it's not talking about the knowledge you can obtain from, you know, going to college, you know. It's talking about the knowledge, you know, and wisdom that the Most High have given to his, you know, his to his elect and the believers, you know, of the scriptures. You know, this wisdom and knowledge, knowing the account of the scripture in the scriptures and the holy scriptures, you know, of how the Lord always protected his men that believed on him, you know, having that understanding of what the will of the Lord is, shall be the stability, is what's going to keep us stable, you know, stable minded, you know, in these troubling times to come, in the time of this great tribulation. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
God, the fear of the Lord is his treasure, you know? So right now, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to come back and fear your power. Fear the Lord. These things that we tell you that are coming upon the earth, hey, they're supposed to fear. When you hear these things, you're supposed to be fearful, and that fear is supposed to motivate you to turn back to the God of the Bible, you know, and to seek Him, in you know. So what? So in that day, you may have confidence, you know, because at first these things are supposed to scare you, you know, supposed to through the terror of the Lord we persuade men, because these things that are coming to the earth, this is the wrath of the Lord. But we're telling our people, you know, there's a way to avoid the wrath of the Lord and to abide in His mercy by repenting, turning back sorrowfully, you know. Get that Proverbs 4:7, Bible Shaw.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
See, wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is the most important thing that our people should be trying to obtain in these last days. You know, this wisdom, this understanding. In the Lord, according to Jeremiah 3:15, he set up pastors according to his heart, to feed them with knowledge and understanding. That's why the Lord is still allowing the men, primarily here at Great Millstone, to preach this word in all truth and sincerity, so that the believers may be built up, that brothers amongst themselves may be built up more, for this day of evil that's coming upon the face of the earth. Read from the top.
This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing.
Go ahead.
Therefore, get wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And with all thy getting, get understanding.
Yep. Therefore, get wisdom. If wisdom is so important, then get it, And with all thy getting, get the understanding. Get the understanding, of these prophecies, how the things are going to go down, and what you have to do to prepare yourself, Someone get whole Proverbs 22 and 3. And then can you get that Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9, I believe, or 3 and 8? Might be 3 and 8.
I got Wisdom of Solomon.
Come on, you can get it, bro.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth.
Exactly. So when you hear these words, when you hear these words coming out by the prophet, you gotta trust. And those men out there on the highways of the Bible, they're reading straight out the Bible, Oh, I know the Bible. Those are the words of the Lord. That book that's a holy book. Those words are faithful and true. So you gotta trust in the Lord that the things that He said are going to come upon the earth are going to come to pass, and that's going to lead to you to understanding the truth. The Lord's going to allow you to get that understanding. Read from the top, Baba Shah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth.
Mm-hmm. And what's the truth? These words, Go ahead.
And such as be faithful in love shall abide with him.
Yep. And how do you show the Lord that you love Him? By keeping His commandments, And the Lord has given you the spirit of a prophet to keep not silence, to give the people warning, to tell the people, the people, being the nation of Israel, telling them to repent and telling these heathens that they're going down, It said that they shall abide with Him, The Lord's going to cover them, in the time of this death and destruction. But only because they trust in the Lord, because they're doing His will down here on this earth, which everyone does the will of the Lord, But the things that they're doing is delighting the Lord, making the Lord well pleased. Go ahead, bro.
For grace and mercy is to his saints.
Yep.
And he have cared for his elect.
Exactly. So grace and mercy is to His saint, and He have care for His elect. That's what we telling our people. You should want to fall under the grace and mercy of the Lord. That wrath is going to come upon the unbelievers. We're telling our people to give up. Well, the Lord is telling our people to give up everything. Give up everything for this moment, so that you may gain everything in the kingdom of heaven. Give up everything to gain everything. To gain more. Because we barely have anything on this side. The Lord isn't asking for much. We don't got much. But what we have, the Lord is having us. We're giving those things up so that we may gain the Lord forevermore. What was the precept I called for about the show? Your brother got it.
To Proverbs 22.
Yep, got it.
What verse was that?
Verse 3.
Yeah. This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil.
Yep. So a prudent man, being a wise man, he foreseeth the evil. The Lord has given him the eyesight, to see what's coming down the pipeline, what's really coming to America, peace and safety is not coming to America, but death and destruction. So this wise man, he's going to take the proper steps to beg and ask for mercy from the Lord. Hey, the Lord said, a contrite spirit, a humble and contrite spirit will I not despise. The doors of mercy, like the Apostle Aramlab said, hey, they still cracked open. It's still cracked open, so there's still a time for Jake to repent. Read from the top, Baba Show.
This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
Yep. And where's he going to hide himself? In the secret place of the Most High, in these scriptures, He's going to hide himself in these words. He's going to wholeheartedly, believe and have faith and trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. He's going to believe on the names of the Lord, because it was that Acts 4:12. There's none other name given under heaven whereby men must be saved. So the only way you're going to be able to be saved out of destruction if you endure unto the end and you have the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. What Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and are safe. So you need the name of the Lord, and not only that, you need to build up that relationship with Yahweh Shema Shai. Start praying to the Lord, and asking for forgiveness. If someone gets 2 Chronicles 7, I believe it's 14, and there's one more scripture. Lord's will come back to me that I wanted to get. We close out on that. Oh, Zephaniah 2 and 3.
I got 2 Chronicles.
A brother holds Zephaniah 2 and 3, and then shall I finish out your precept, and we'll actually close out on 2 Chronicles. So we'll get Zephaniah 2 and 3 after this, and we'll close out 2 Chronicles. Unless brothers have any more precepts, we can bring them out.
This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished.
Yep, because the scriptures say what? The simple believeth every word. The simple, they don't fear the Lord. And therefore, since they don't fear the Lord has not given them, that gift of faith to believe on these words, to know what we're telling them is the truth. They don't have this knowledge. They don't have this wisdom, So what? They pass on and they are going to be punished. The Lord is going to judge our people, because they delight in wickedness more than they do in righteousness. Go ahead and get that Zephaniah up for show.
This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 3. Seek ye Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all ye meek of the earth.
Yes, seek ye the Lord, Seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai being the name of his only begotten Son. Search for him, and you search for him through the scriptures. Yahushai said, search the scriptures, for in them you believe to have eternal life. Hey, well, search the scriptures, Seek the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, because the Lord's only dealing with the meek, the humble, those that have confessed their sins to him and that are trying to their best of their ability, to keep the commandments. Go ahead.
Which have wrought his judgment.
Yeah, we have wrought the Lord's judgments. We're under the curses here in Babylon. We know how it feels to be on, the end of the stick, so to speak. We know how it feels to have the Lord put a foot up behind, and to feel the wrath of the Lord. So now we felt that. Now the Lord's offering mercy. So we're seeking after that, rather than seeking after wrath, which is going to lead to our, our demise, our death and destruction. Go ahead.
Seek righteousness.
Yep. Seek righteousness, You know, righteousness, is found where in the Bible, in the scriptures. You know, thou shalt not mar the corner of your beard. You're supposed to grow a beard. Your beard is a badge of manly dignity. And some brothers, when this COVID-19 goes down, they might say, well, you need to shave your beard if you want to come back to work. Hey, you got to have faith in the Lord. Just go jobless, Have faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord will provide, you know, just as the Lord made the man's mouth, made the tongue, the ears, and all that. The Lord made these jobs for you to have. The Lord made everything down here on earth. It's an easy thing for the Lord to give you the things that you need. You got it, bro.
All right. It says, seek meekness. It
Yep.
may
So seek meekness. Seek to be humble. It tells you that in Matthew, the meek shall inherit the earth. That's the elect. So seek the attributes of being meek, being humble. Don't lift yourself up. Go ahead.
it may be it may be ye shall be hid in the day of Yahweh Shem Yahshua's anger.
Yeah, see? You seeking righteousness, seeking to be humble. The Lord, you getting this wisdom, knowledge, understanding the scriptures, you are, you're reading, you're studying, you're watching videos, you're building up your faith. You're in this solemn assembly, while the rest of the world, what they do, they're watching highlights of the football games, highlights of old boxers, max reels, creating their fantasy team for the upcoming season still, going out to the club, partying, drinking, which nothing wrong with those things, but really the Lord's supposed to come first, You do those things, on your downtime, But Yahweh Shema Shai should be on your main priority first, taking the Lord. And the Lord's going to allow you to be hid in the day of his anger. That was it on that, Brother Shimon?
Con.
You got it, Kabod. But do brothers have any precepts before we bring this precept out?
Unless you wanted Jeremiah 30:7.
Good. Now, yeah, actually, you can get Jeremiah 30:7. Yep, good.
It says, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
Yep.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
But he shall be saved out of it.
Yep. So the time is coming, it's unprecedented. This time that's coming upon the earth, and there's not a day like it in history, and never will there ever be a day like it again. So with such a terrible day coming, you need a power that is mighty to save. A power, the omnipotent power, Yahweh Shema Shai. You need something out of this world on your side, and that's Yahweh Shema Shai. It said at the end, but he shall be saved out of it. Jacob, being the so-called Negro Latino, the Native American, in that he amongst the nation of Israel that's going to be saved out of it is who? The elect. Those who put their trust in the Lord in these last days. That was it on that, right?
I got something. I got something for after that.
Go ahead and bring your precept, brother.
Just backing up that Jeremiah. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 26. Yep. Or unless you want me to start at 27.
They start 26.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
Yep. Just like Lord Yahushai in St. John the 17th chapter, what did he say? The servants that I was given me, not one of them have perished, which I'm roughly paraphrasing. I forgot how exactly the Lord said it, but none of them are lost. The Lord, the elect, no lies are going to be able to deceive the elect. Whatever tribulation they go through, the Lord is going to get them through that tribulation, and they're going to continue to trust in the Lord, and have faith in Him.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
And it reads on, for I will require them from among thy number.
Yep, go ahead.
Verse 27, be not weary, for when the day of...
I'm sorry, bro. It says weary, right? Don't be faintless. Don't be don't faint. Don't be faint-hearted. Don't be spiritless, but be bold in the Lord. Just like when King David faced Goliath. He was bold. He said, "This heathen is coming against our power." The power that created the heavens and the earth. That's what we have on our side. The powers that created everything that we see, and even the things that we don't see, the Lord created. Go ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm. Verse 27 from the top, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh.
Yep, and those days are coming upon the earth, a day of trouble, a day of heaviness, Oh, we read earlier, and I forget what definition that was, but it was going into how the minds and the body, is going to be afflicted. These people are going to be in diet. They're not going to have any hope for the future, and then they're going to feel that physical pain, whether it be by the famines, whether it be by people beating them up, stealing their food, shooting them with their guns, and ultimately the cherry on top is going to be those ICBM nuclear missiles.
Yep. And it reads, others.
Slakia, that word was misery.
Misery, yep. Come on, the water, bro. Misery, So in the time of these miseries that are coming upon the earth, hey, others, those who aren't seeking the Lord, they're gonna feel those miseries, To this destruction that's coming is for the others, It's not for the hopeful elect, which we're gonna be in the midst of these things. What would it say? 1,000 shall fall by thy side, and 10,000, basically, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. We're gonna see death happen all around us, but it's not gonna come near us. It's not gonna touch us. And you gotta have faith and believe that. Go ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm. It reads, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Yep. But the brothers who have this knowledge, have this understanding, they're going to be merry. They're going to be rejoicing. While all hell is breaking loose, the Lord is going to put a spirit of rejoicing on his elect men. Brothers are going to be happy. Brothers are going to have, a full belly of food, because the Lord is going to feed them in miraculous ways. It's an easy thing for the Lord to feed his men. That's nothing. Give them clothes, water, the things that they need. The Lord, it tells you, what is that, Matthew the 6th chapter? The Lord knows what you need of, before you even ask him. The Lord knows we need these things, just continue to seek the kingdom of heaven first, and all these things are going to be added there too. Any more in that, brother?
Nope, that's it, bro.
Come on. You got it, Brother Kabad.
The 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sins, and I will heal their land.
Exactly. You see? The Lord wants you to humble yourself, to pray unto him, to believe on him. Then, only then, will the Lord have mercy upon you. So, take heed to what his servants, the prophets, are saying out there on the highways and byways. Start with the men of great millstone, because, these other guys, IUSPK, IUIC, they're teaching our people lies, The prophecies are what's coming to pass, death and destruction, doom and gloom, and to be hid from those things for you want your sins forgiven, because Scripture say what we have all sinned and fall short of the glory of the Most High. There is not a just man that the just man on the earth that doeth good and sinneth not. So we're all worthy of death. But we're looking to be covered by the blood of the Lamb in these last days. Your brothers got any closing statements or any closing precepts? We can go and close out on that.
Go ahead and close us out, bro.
Good, Lord's willing, it's been another beautiful weekend, prophesying the downfall and total annihilation of this wicked, sinful kingdom called America, and the uplifting of the nation of Israel. Closing out, we can give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem,
Ba'Shem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Ba'Hashem, Rakak Wadash.
Ba'Shem,
Rakak Wadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us to want to present truth according to the Bible well, and peace and blessings so collect of the nation of Israel. Next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.